What's going on, guys? It's Nathan with Technology Smash, back with another video. And today I have an opening and unboxing, as you can see, of the Asus Zenwatch 2. So this is the latest Android Wear smartwatch, and this is what they're marketing as a budget smartwatch. So this watch was only $149.99 at Best Buy. And I believe there's actually a $129.99 version as well. So let's take a look around the box. There's some shiny plastic on it, so you're going to get a little bit of glare from me until I open it up. So there's the front of the box, just has a picture of the watch. The side over here, compatible with Android compatible with Android 4.3 or higher, or iOS 8.2 devices. Fine watch craftsmanship, interchangeable straps, 22mm size, customizable watch faces, messaging with connected Zen watches. Didn't know that. Phone helper, business helper, wellness manager, measures, monitors, steps taken, and calories burned. On the top we have a metal hanger. On the other side, Asus Zenwatch 2, Android Wear. On the bottom, nothing. And on the back we have just a bunch of label information. So let's go ahead and take off this plastic wrap. So this will work with both my iPhone 6 Plus and my Nexus 6. Obviously the functionality on my iPhone is going to be heavily diminished compared to the Nexus 6 because Apple does not allow for all the permissions to be there for Android Wear. You can pretty much get notifications, as far as I've seen, from other people that I know who use an Android Wear smartwatch with an iPhone. So now we'll have the less of a glare effect on here, so let's go ahead and get into this. So, guessing this lifts up. It's very slick. I don't know if you've noticed this about me, but I don't like to mess up packaging. I don't like to tear into it. I like to keep my boxes for things. Because if I ever sell it later on, or just whatever I happen to do with it, it's good to have the box. So that popped open. Then we have these two flaps. That lifts open. And it is called Asus, not Asus. Took me a long time to get used to saying it that way. By the way, and I'll show you this right now. Oh, it's just like a box to the box. There's something rattling around in there, so it's not all tight. So this box was inside of this box. It looks the exact same. Asus, nothing, Asus. Okay, so here's the box, so let's slide it off. There is the watch. Asus Zenwatch 2. Let's pull that out and put it to the side. Let's lift this flap here so you have this little Asus Zenwatch 2 lettering on here. And inside, this pulls out and it's just a placeholder. There's nothing in here. The other stuff is going to be in here. So let's open this part up. And we have an Asus branded wall adapter, which looks exactly like the one from my Nexus 7. It is rated at 5.2 volts with 1 amp. And a micro USB cable, I'm guessing, and probably whatever sits in the cradle to charge. Oh, it's magnetic pins like the Pebble. And some paperwork that we're not going to look at, because nobody wants to. Okay. And a silica packet. That's funny. So this is the connection, just like the Pebble watches, just snaps on to the back, I'm guessing, for the charge. So hopefully we don't have to charge to set this up, because that happens a lot with Android Wear smartwatches now. So let's take a look at the actual watch. So the band is very stiff leather for now. There's a button press to release, and it has that like butterfly clasp. I think that's the name of it. I'm not exactly sure, but you can adjust it by lifting this up and sliding it along its way, and then the snap in will be where it actually snaps into place. So on that clasp you see the term, or the word Asus. That is covered in some plastic. The band itself is like a blackish brown. Let me see the exact color I have. Gunmetal color and leather brown. So looks like a blackish to me, but so then there is this plastic around the watch face, so we'll peel this up and this down. It won't be a big deal if we can't set it up, just because Android Wear setups are usually pretty similar. Just hopefully we can power on the screen. So that was just the plastic piece that was around the face. One thing to note about this watch, it has huge bezels. You can see them on camera. They're big. Let me take off this. We'll see what this size looks like, since we can just slide it over. Which it seems to be about exactly what size I would want it to, but you can see the stiffness and the rigid of the band, which will get better over time, but it's nice. It's a nice size. Like you've heard me probably mention before, I like bigger size watches, so let's take it back off so we can look at the other parts of it. So Asus Zenwatch. What you'll notice, and what I'm noticing right away, is there is no heart rate monitor on this watch. Again, it's marketed as a budget smartwatch. So on the back, it's just a flat piece of plastic. That's pretty much all you see. If I can get it to focus on that. And then the charge pins are over here. There's a couple of indentations here. It might be some kind of microphone. I think it is, actually. The nice thing, you have these quick release pins for the straps. So you just pull them and the straps come right off. Those are great. I wish every watch manufacturer would use those. So just like that, you have just the face all by itself. So let's power this on. Nice little feedback there, vibration. So Asus, in search of incredible, powered by Android Wear. And then the Asus logo comes up. So the bezel here around the sides looks like a bluish tint to it. The screen overall is huge, but the bezels are big as well. So starting apps, Android is starting. Welcome, swipe to begin. English. Connect your watch to a power source, of course. Okay, so that'll pretty much do it for this unboxing. I'm going to be wearing the watch over the next few days, and I think that actually just turned on like an ambient mode. Oh, that's cool. So it kind of takes away some of the power. And I will let you guys know what I think. Again, I created a Twitter for this account, so I will update things like that won't make it to videos. So if you guys want to go ahead and follow down below if you would like to get those type of updates, I will link it down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and feel free to give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.